Hi, ladies. It's Doona here. So, first of all, congratulations. Whether this is your first pregnancy, your second, whether you're in your first trimester, second trimester, or third, congratulations. I am in my third trimester now, so this will be a perfect flow for any trimester. Okay, we're gonna take it pretty slow, but not too slow. Still moving with the breath, getting our heart rate slightly up, getting some cardio in, some fitness in. So today's focus is gratitude. So just finding this comfortable seated position. Okay, you can grab a block or two to sit on to support your hips. You're going to close your eyes and just place your hands on top of your thighs, sitting up nice and tall. And as you close your eyes, just take this moment to find some gratitude. I know during this time, this uncertain times of quarantine, things can feel a little rattled and uncertain. So just finding gratitude on your mat, thanking yourself for being on your mat here, right at home. Taking a slow inhale through your nose and a big exhale, let it out. Good. Doing that a couple more times on your own. With each inhale, I want you to focus on breathing from your lower belly, moving all the way up towards the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, same way out. Crown of the head, back of the throat, ribs, navel, all the way down to your pelvis. So keeping this slow, steady breath throughout your entire practice. On your next inhale, gently blink your eyes open. From here, reach your arms over your head. Interlace your fingers. Flip your palms to face up. Then taking a nice side body stretch over to the right. Feeling that side stretch onto your left side. Feel free to gaze up. Chest stays open. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Make sure your right sit bone stays grounded. Tailbone roots down. Peel your right ribs back. Inhale, come back to center. Keeping your hands interlaced, I want you to pull your hands forward in front of your chest and take a cat pose, rounding your upper back, hugging the chest in, tuck your chin towards your chest. Good, holding here for another 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Go ahead and roll out your shoulders. Go ahead and swing your opposite leg on top. Shimmy out any goodness out of your sit bones, sitting up nice and tall. Restacking your shoulders over hips. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Interlace the opposite grip. So the non-dominant thumb on top. Flip your palms to face up. And then this time I want you to arch your mid and upper back. So as you lean your chest back, finding that nice thoracic extension, pull your hands up and stretch into your side body. And as you exhale, cat pose. Bring your hands in front of you, in front of your chest. Round your back, tuck your chin towards your chest. Moving breath to movement here. Inhale, arch, lift away from your lower back, maybe gaze up. Exhale, round. Hollow out your belly. One more. Inhale. Stretching into your shoulders and your arms. Gaze up. Exhale. Really nice, ladies. Slowly release. Roll out your shoulders and let's meet in tabletop position. Spread your fingers out wide. Index fingers point straight forward. Stack your wrist underneath your shoulders. On your inhale, stretch your right arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand without dumping into your lower back. So keep the belly in. Stretch your left leg back. Okay, so the moment that you notice your lower back arching, I want you to suck the belly in. Find more of a neutral spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend your left knee. Grab your left foot with your right hand. Kick your foot into your hand as you gaze up. Open your chest. Keep peeling that right shoulder back. Breathing here for last 3, to. When you release, I want you to slowly release the hand and the foot, then drop your right hand and left knee down. So I don't want you to slingshot. Okay, inhale, cow pose, reset your spine. And as you exhale, round. Good. Come back to tabletop position. Inhale, stretch your left arm forward. Left bicep frames your ears. Leading with your right inner thigh to keep the hips squared, extend your right leg back. Point your right toes down. Imagine kicking the back wall with your right heel. So flex that right foot. Inhale. And exhale, bend your right knee. Grab your right foot. Kick your feet into your hand. Gaze up. Open the chest. Keep kicking your right foot into your hand, getting that nice stretch into your hip flexor. Last breath. And exhale, slowly release. Let's drop down to puppy pose. Keep your knees all underneath your hips. Walk your hands forward. And drop your chest all the way down. Now, if this is too much for you, just keep your forehead grounded. Otherwise, to deepen the shoulder stretch, feel free to bring your chin on the floor. And to invite space for your baby, feel free to spread your knees a little wider, maybe as wide as your mat. And breathing here, getting that nice opening and release through your neck. Finding gratitude in this present moment. Good. Slowly lift your chest, but try to keep your hands extended forward. You're going to drop down on top of your pelvis, on top of your hips, and then keep your chest lifted. So now if this is too much for your lower back, feel free to bend your elbows, but obviously you want to keep the space for your belly, so you're lifting the lower belly up. Just gaze forward. Draw the shoulder blades behind you. Keep opening up the chest. Last inhale. And then as you exhale, come onto your knees. Lift your hips. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Inhale. Big exhale. Feel free to bend your knees a lot. Press evenly into your fingertips. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, walk your feet forward behind your wrist. Feel free to bring your feet a little wider, inviting space for your belly to fold over your thighs or between your legs here. Let your head drop, arms relax. Feel free to shift forward and back. Forward and back. Now feel free to sway your hips side to side. Side to side here. Good. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up to mountain pose. Arms over your head, tuck your tailbone. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Feel free to bring your feet a little closer. I like to keep my feet hip width, distance apart. Let the shoulders relax. Extend your arms next to your side, palms face forward. Keep your legs active. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Open your elbows out to a cactus. Flip your palms to face up. Lean your chest back. Find that nice thoracic extension. Inhale, mountain pose. Arms over your head. Retuck your tailbone. Exhale, hinge from your hips and forward folds. Relax your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Create a flat back. Lengthen your spine. Reach your chest forward. Feel free to bend your knees. Exhale, forward folds. 2 more times. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up. Tuck your tailbone. Exhale, back bend. Slight back bend. We don't want to go too deep here. Inhale, mountain pose, arms over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Last one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, last back bend here. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot way back. Depending how far along you are, feel free to frame your right foot or both hands to the inside of your right foot and walk your right foot slightly out. Keep your right knee over your right ankle. Drop your left knee. Inhale, stretch your right arm high. Open your chest over to the right. Imagine leaning your right shoulder back against the wall. Then feel free to stay here. Otherwise, bend your left knee. Grab your left foot with your right hand, adding a nice quad stretch. You're still opening up through the spine, finding that nice rotation. Keep your chest open. Last breath. And then as you exhale, slowly release your right foot. Plant your right hand and lift your left knee up. From here, walk your right foot back to center just for a moment. Drop the knife edge of your left foot, setting up for warrior two. Stack your right knee over right ankle. And as you inhale, open up, rise up. Shoulders stacks over hips, tee out your arms. Peel your right knee slightly out towards the right pinky toe. Opening up through your right hip into your inner groin. Keep your back leg strong and active. Inhale. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Good. Keep your legs the same. Inhale, reverse warrior. Drop your left hand on top of left thigh. Reach your right arm up and over. Relax the shoulders down your ears. Peel your left shoulder slightly back. Can you sink a little deeper into your front knee? Last breath. And as you exhale, cartwheel your arms. Step your left foot forward. Come back into your forward folds. Again, feel free to walk your feet a little wider. Maybe as wide as your mat. Bend your knees. Just relax your head. Taking this moment to reset the breath, calming the mind. Good. Switching sides. Feel free to walk your feet a little closer towards each other. Then step your right foot back, lunge position. Hand stays underneath your shoulders. Spine stays lengthened. Then from here, drop your right knee. Reach your left arm high. Open your left shoulder back. Keep reaching up. If you stayed here on the other side, stay here. Otherwise, grab your right foot. You could always place a block underneath your right hand as well. Good. Slowly release your right foot. Drop your left hand. Walk your left foot between your hands. Good. Setting up for your warrior two. Take your time to get there. Once you're all the way up to warrior two, you might have to readjust the feet. Make sure if you were to draw a line from your left heel all the way back, it should land in the arch of your right foot. Tee out your arms. Shoulder stays over hips. Find that nice internal rotation through your back thigh. Tuck your tailbone. Core stays engaged. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. You got this. Keep your legs the same.
Inhale, reverse warrior. Taking a nice side body stretch. Reach up, keep reaching up and back. Last breath, inhale. And as you exhale, cartwheel your arms. Step your right foot forward. Forward folds. This time, feel free to stay in your forward folds or point your toes out. Heels in. Frog pose, Malasana. You could also grab your block to sit on. You could always keep your hands on the floor or hands to heart. Sit up nice and tall. Keep broadening through the shoulders. Good. And then as you exhale, plant your hands. Take a forward fold. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. If you like to add a chaturanga, feel free to do so. Otherwise, down dog is where we meet. Inhale, right leg high. Lead with your inner thigh. And as you exhale, half pigeon pose. Right knee to right wrist. Right ankle to left wrist. Drop your left knee down. And some of you might have to scoot that left leg back so you stay on top of the left thigh, getting into the hips. Draw your right outer hip back. Square your shoulders. Feel free to stay here. Otherwise, feel free to drop to your forearms. So again, creating space for your belly. If you like to drop to your forearms, you could grab your blocks and place your forearms underneath. That way, you're creating some space there. So depending how far along you are, you want to be comfortable. Feel free to close your eyes here. Make sure to slow down the breathing so that you can slow down the body. Good. So you're more than welcome to stay here. Otherwise, you're going to take another quad stretch. Bend your left knee, and with your left hand, grab for your left foot. You're still staying on top of that left thigh, so you're not leaning over to the right. Okay, so stay centered. There's a slight spinal rotation, opening up that left shoulder here. Good. Release the left foot, plant your hands, come back to downward facing dog. Other side, half pigeon. You can always bend your left knee as much as you need. You could gaze back, make sure that right leg is straight. And then take whichever layer you did on the other side. Stay lifted, grab your blocks, whatever you need to do. About 2 more breaths here. Good. Feel free to stay if you did on the other side. Otherwise, your quad stretch. With your right hand, grab your right foot. Good. Release your foot. Back to downward facing dog. Feel free to shake out the hips. Awesome. Let's drop to child's pose. Big toes a touch, knees wide apart. Relax your forehead and stretch your arms forward. Inhale. And as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left or thread the needle and relax your right cheek down. So So the remaining of the practice, we're going to slow it down. Taking this moment to find release through our lower back. If you have any tension in your upper back, this is also great for it. And then let's do the other side. Good. Come back to center. We'll slowly rise and let's meet on our sit bones. All right, so we're going to take either double pigeon or, so I'll go ahead and demo double pigeon first. Left shin bone down first, and then stack your right shin bone on top of left. So you're stacking your right knee on top of left knee. Now, if this is too much for you, you could either sit on a block or place a block underneath your right knee. Otherwise, you could come up to a seated figure four. So we're still targeting the outer hip and the outer glute area. Okay. So figure four, right ankle on top of left thigh. And we're going to take about 5 breaths here to get those hips open. If you have any sciatica issues or tingling down the legs, this is also good for you. And feel free to stay lifted. Or if you're in your double pitch, you can fold over your legs. Good. Let's come back to center. Other side. Do the same variation as you did on the other side. Okay. So double pigeons, do so. Keep the double pigeon on this side. And then figure four too. Stay with the figure four. About 3 more breaths here. Try to find some stillness, some silence. Awesome. Slowly rise. Good. Plant your feet and just go in and sway your knees side to side. Plant your left foot down. Bend your right knee, so right foot into your left inner thigh. And then depending again how far along you are, feel free to twist over to the right. For me, since I am in my 3rd trimester, I'm going to keep my belly, keep the space for my belly and twist over to the left. Keeping the spine long, chest stays open. Keep your shoulders over hips. Good. Come back to center. Drop your right foot into your left inner thigh. Slightly twist over to the left. Keep your left foot flexed. Inhale, sit up tall. And then as you exhale, hinge from your hips. Fold over your left leg. Awesome. Slowly rise. Good. Extend your right leg long. And let's bend the left knee. Take your spinal twist. You could always drop your hands too. Or keep them open. Your choice. Good. Slowly come back to center. Drop your left knee, left foot into your right inner thigh. Twist over to the right and fold over your legs. So rather than just hunching or rounding your upper back, focus on pulling your sternum forward towards your toes. Slowly rise. Let's do butterfly legs. Soles of your feet together. You can bring your feet as close to your pelvis or away as much as you like. You'll notice the further away your feet are, the more hip and outer glute stretch you'll feel. And the closer your feet are towards your pelvis, the more inner thigh stretch you'll feel. So really up to you where you want to feel it most. Anytime we're folding, always hinge from the hip so the lower back stays lengthened. Good. Inhale, slowly rise. Let's go and lower all the way down onto our backs. Keep your feet planted about hip width. Then walk your feet towards your glutes. Walk your fingertips towards your heels. On your inhale, lift your hips, then tuck your tailbone. Then lift your hips up for bridge pose. Try to lift up through your mid back. Lift your upper back, chin away from your chest. Hug your inner thighs in. Drag your heels back. Firm up through your hamstrings. Inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly lower one vertebra at a time. Good. Walk your feet as wide as your mat. Tee out your arms and sway your knees side to side. Come back to center, happy baby pose. Stomp your feet up towards the ceiling. Grab for the outside of your feet. And just sway your hips side to side, making sure your lower back stays grounded. Awesome, ladies. Let's close out our practice with one last final twist. I always like to end the practice with a supine twist. Again, depending how far along you are, only twist as deep as you can. Scoot your hips slightly to the right. Bring your right knee into your chest and cross your right knee over your body. 5 breaths. Once you're done, come back to center. Same thing on the other side. Left knee into your chest. Cross your left knee over your body. 5 breaths. Good. Come back to center. Savasana. Relax your legs, arms out wide. Make sure there's no distractions, so no blocks or straps touching you. Finding this moment of gratitude, ending your practice, thanking yourself for being on your mat today, giving time for yourself. Stay here as long as you need. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. If you guys have any requests, any feedbacks, please comment below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Namaste.